Today you're here with one of our Team New Vision partners, the newest members to our six-figure income club, right? So Ben Santoso. So Ben, let's share the story. The reason we are doing this interview because there's so many real estate agents. Today is November 2018, and as you know, the market is changing, and there's so many real estate agents questioning. They start to questioning about themselves because they start doing the same thing. They keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again. But right about this time, November 2018, they realize that no matter how hard they work, it seems like they always hit the plateau, right? And so, and your story, you have a very inspiring story. So I wanna share your story, like what's going on with your life before and after.
Yeah. So actually, I cannot say it's inspiring, but this is my life journey, right? It's basically life journey, because when I came here in the US, basically for first 6 years, I working with a company like a electronic company, and then something happened, so I have to quit the job, right? So not get fired, but quit the job, and then I have to become a Uber driver. Okay, so this really changed a lot of things in our family. Basically, because when you work as a Uber driver, so I have to wake up at 5, right, in the morning. I have to go out from my house and then go back home at 10 p.m.
Wow.
So can you imagine? I have that time about 3-4 years old daughter. So I never saw her wake up. I never saw her sleep. So when I wake up, she's still sleeping. When I go home, she already sleep. So that's what happened.
She was 3 years old, and you
yeah,
have to leave home.
3-4 years old.
You have to leave home around 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you get back at 10.
Around 10:30 around over there. So that's why at that time I keep thinking, what should I do so I'm not miss out my daughter. You know what I mean? So I try to learn real estate. I get my license on 2016, and then I joined the team. The great team that I know is your team.
So just want to make sure I understand the story here, right? So you came to US. What year was that?
It's about 2006, 2007.
So 2006, 2007. So the first 6 years you work in an electronic company. What do you do?
So I become the supervisor QC.
QC, quality control.
Quality control.
Okay.
Yes.
And then after that, how long you were driving Uber?
So almost 2 years.
Okay. So that was in 2012, 2013.
Yeah, until 2000. No, I start working on electronic on 2008 because in the beginning I don't have any paperwork, so I cannot work. So basically I work just illegally in the beginning, right, at the restaurant. But then working after get paperwork, I work in the electronic until almost 7 years that time. So around 2007 until 2014.
How many days you work driving Ubers? Because you say you leave home at 5 in the morning, you were back home at 10.
Yeah.
How many days? 6 days a week, 5 days a week?
So I working as an Uber driver for 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Almost 7 days a week actually.
7 days.
Because in Saturday usually I'm working overtime until 1 p.m. 1 a.m. in the morning.
I see.
Yeah, and then I go back home.
Okay, so you really work hard, basically, right? So it's not like they say, okay, so tell the story, what happened, your journey from getting a license. You got your license.
I got my license 2016, and then on April 2016 I joined this team.
April 2016.
Yeah, so that's the first time I joined this team, April 2016. And then I still remember in this room when first we met. So you asking me about my goal, my everything. So basically that time what I said to you only about the financial goal, because I cannot share that time how much I need, not only financial goal, right?
So what was your goal? What's your real goal back in April 2016?
Yeah, so my real goal, of course, first of all, to make sure I can provide all my family need, right? That include economic side. The second of all, because every time I drove as an Uber driver, I can feel that I miss a lot of things from my family.
Like what?
So I cannot even play with my daughter. I cannot go with my wife, right? So a lot of things. So for the past 2 years when I become Uber driver, I cannot even see how is my daughter. I mean, what my daughter do every single day while she growing from 3 to 5, 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? So I miss that all because I only see her sleep every single day. I only see her sleep.
Wow.
Right. So that time, yeah, it's really make me sad and miss her so much. That's why I'm thinking I need to do something that I'm not gonna miss her. I need to be there when she wake up. I need to be there when she want to go to sleep. That's my personal need. I mean, my personal goal.
Yeah, and back then, where did you live?
That time, oh yeah. So that time I live in Riverside County in Lake Paris.
Lake Paris.
Yes. Yeah. So I live in Lake Paris. So over there, if you become Uber driver, you're not gonna get anything. So that's why I have to wake up 5 a.m. because I need to go to LA. Right. So I need to be at LA around 6:37. That's the latest.
In the morning.
Because otherwise, because that one is the payment as a Uber, that's gonna be double, triple sometime. Because very busy time, right? So that's why I need to be there.
So how can it be? April 2016, you joined the team.
Yeah.
You told me you want to make 100,000 because that's how much you need to move your family from Paris to Alhambra.
Yes.
Right? You need to your kids, your daughters going to school.
Yeah.
You need to pay for the house. You need to pay for the wife. You need to pay for the kids.
Yeah, I'll pay for my family basically.
Right.
Yeah.
And not only to pay, but you need to have time.
I need to have my life back basically, right? Not only for me, but I need to have my life back with my family, with my daughter especially. So see, when in the Sunday time, that time when I become Uber, so basically she just think of me like abandoning her, basically. You never home. So that's what the word she said to me. Papa, why you never home with me? Why you always work? She said.
Wow, your daughter, 4 years old.
4 years.
4 years old can say that.
Yeah.
Wow. So that inspires, that motivates you.
Yeah.
To do whatever it takes, basically.
Yeah, so that's why, yeah. So first join the team. So of course, because I have no experience as a real estate, right? So I have my time to learning, and then I take a while. So maybe people can go faster than me, but yeah, at that time I take a while. But that's why I need to say thank you to my family also, right? Because my wife is really supporting, so she not give up on me basically. So she believed that I can do good, so I try to prove that I can do better also. So that's over the time, my first years, I still make money, but I still not reach the full the 100,000 goal on the first years. And then thanks to Jesus, basically on my second years, at least not my second years, in my 1.5 years. So miracle happened in the beginning because that time actually I already passed my first year income. Within the first 6 months on the second years, I already make more than the first year income already. So
this year, 2017.
Yeah,
2018, which is your second year.
Yeah, this is my second year.
So you passed your first year income in April 2018.
In April 2018.
But what does that income means to you and your family? Because you said it's not about money, right? Because but what does it mean for you and your wife and your daughter?
Yeah. So basically, throughout these 2 years joining the team, right, my life is totally changed. So I don't need to wake up in the early morning, right? So I can see my daughter, and then So one thing that I still remember when that happened around the first year that I joined the team. My daughter said to me that, Papa, I know you love me now because you always there with me.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what she said to me.
That's good. That's good. And she's a 5 years old.
5 years.
5 years.
Almost 6 that time.
5 year old. Yeah, I think girls mature faster.
Yeah. So that's why. So that's really touched my heart that time because she said that to me, Papa, you never miss me now. I mean, you always there with me. I know you love me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking when she's still younger, I'm 4 years, 3 years. So maybe she think that I'm not of her. I always leave in the morning and back at the night.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really hard that time. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, but now, yeah, thank you. First of all, thank you, Jesus. Second, I want to thank you as my partner, because you keep your promise. In the beginning, in this room, you asking me how much that I want to make, right? And then I say to you, at least 100,000. And then you say, okay, this is what you need to do. You have to do this. Can you do it? I say, I will do my best. And then throughout these 2 years, yeah, I'm there. I pass it already.
Yeah, and it's relatively, if you put it in a bigger perspective, of course, we are not saying it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you say it's easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. A lot of challenging, a lot of changing, a lot of challenging, right? But yeah.
If you put it in a bigger perspective, think about it. In less than 2 years, right? And it's not just about making money. We are talking about the family. We are talking about putting together a family, right? That is priceless.
Yeah.
Like, how much are you gonna pay for your daughters to look at you and say, "Hey, Baba, you love me now. You care about me."
Yeah.
Right? That's priceless.
Yeah. So right now, every night, I can hear he say, "Papa, good night. I want to sleep." So that's precious.
Yeah. So I think this is really important though, Ben, because by now you know this is your second year in the business.
Yeah.
You are doing well. Just to put it in perspective, the average real estate agent, only according to the National Association of Realtors, the average real estate agent with 2-year experience, gross commission income is $8,000. So when I say you are doing well, you are at the top 10% of income earner. This is not flattering. It's just facts based on the National Association of Realtors. But it's not easy. It's relatively simple, but it's not easy. You are coachable, right? You're willing to stretch yourself, right? You are doing things that you don't feel comfortable. So let's talk about that, right? All the challenges, because I don't want it to seem like, oh yeah, you come here, you conquer money.
Because people thinking it's easy in here. No, it's not easy. People thinking you know, right? Our team biggest outside people thinking the biggest part of our team, because they don't need to knock the door. They don't need to cold calling, right? They think when they go here, then everything will be good.
That's my marketing, right? Because when I do the recruiting, I say, join our team. You're gonna make 6-figure income with no cold calling, no door knocking, no prospecting.
Yes.
That's the image.
Yes.
So now let's talk about, during the interview like this, I want to talk about the real, like, yes, at the end. Did I keep my? Do you do any cold calling, prospecting?
No.
You make 6 figures. So it actually achieved that. But now what happened in between? Let's talk about the unspoken one.
To be honest with you, maybe I can share, right? To be honest with you, the first year that for me that I think that I cannot make that I'm not making my goal, the reason because I'm not following the system. You know, because what your marketing say, you don't need to cold calling, you don't need to door knocking. So that's the first years I know you also realize, right? That time I try to door knocking, but the result is not there. Basically, it's nothing, right? So I'm not even reaching my goal, my 100,000 goal that time, right? But then on the second years, I really focus on the system. I change my mindset, and then throughout the time, from January, February, suddenly something happened, change happened, and then the changing is good, right? Because the result is starting to pop up everywhere, and then my income getting better and better and better and better until I reach my 100,000.
And today is November 2018.
Yes.
And you didn't even know it because you are not focused on the money. You are focused on servicing the clients. You are focused on developing yourself. You're focusing on the system. You're focused on, and you didn't even know. You told me just now. Your wife's the one who told you. Right? You didn't even know.
So
you don't focus on the money.
So every time I get the paycheck, right? So I just give the receipt to my wife. So she put it on her note, right? Her data. So suddenly the last closing on last month. So basically I give it to her, and then suddenly she say, "Hey, honey, you know what? You doing good this year." I say, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, you already make more than 100,000."
Yeah, that's congratulations. But more important than that, it buys the togetherness of your family, right? So let's talk about you mentioned about your daughter, but what does it mean for you, your wife, and for your family? What does it mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't think 100,000 is anything, but
No.
what does it mean for you and your family?
Yeah. So basically, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people know already. My wife also doesn't work. Only me is the supporting the family. So yeah. So for the amount, 100,000 is nothing. But for the thing that we share throughout these 2 years is everything. Because when I become the Uber, I cannot even feel the family, right? I really lost from my family because I just become the money maker that time. Wake up, go to work, go back sleep. Every single day like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I make money,
Yeah.
but I just the money maker.
Yeah.
But I lost everything. Right? But in here, I wake up not that early. I go home around 6, 7 o'clock, right? Sometimes even 4 o'clock I already home. So I have a lot of time before my daughter sleep to play first with me, and then after that she go to sleep, and then she say, "Papa, good night. I want to sleep now."
Yeah.
So that's a lot of things.
Yeah, that's
It's a
really
big
good. And 2019 is gonna be a big year. We already start with our business plan for 2019. It's gonna be awesome. Remember, the first 2 years is building your foundation. Once you understand the system, 2019 and beyond, now we can really develop, you and your family, like what your vision, your goal 2019. But thanks for sharing. So, is there anything?
Yeah. So I already say thank you to the God. I already say thank you to you, right? So basically, you are the front, right? I want to say one thank you also to to Fanny, because I know she's give a lot of support on the back that not many people know about it, right? So really, I thank you all about this one. I thank you to change me, thank you to change my family, and thank you to give my family back to me.
That's awesome, man. And so, hey guys, so if you never been to our team for a backstage tour, I'm inviting you. If you wanna meet Ben here, Ben is here to meet with me to do a backstage tour of our team. Really, in our team, our mission is to elevate people's life. At the end of the day, when you and I die, it's not about how many homes you sell. The question is how many lives can we change, right? You don't wanna just go around your days just to make money. What's the point of making money and you lose the family? That's like doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So the reason we are embracing this, the reason we are sharing this story is we are on a mission to help 100 real estate agents in 2019 to not just make six-figure income. By now, the money is nothing, but what it means behind it, because there's so many. So I'm inviting you for a backstage tour of our real estate sales team. All you need to do, call 626-789-0159. Either me, Ben, or anybody in our team here can host a backstage tour. So that way you can see how the team system not only help you net more money, but achieve what your heart desire is. When we first met, we asked, what's your goal? What's your heart desire? Why you do what you do? And I don't believe, man, people, regardless who, I don't believe people work for money. They say they work for money, but there's a meaning behind it, and we want to achieve you to have that. As we have countless of stories like this is what inspires not only me, my family, everybody in our staff team here every day. The reason me and my family, Fanny, my wife, wake up every day because of stories like this. Without stories like this, there is no meaning. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So, thank you so much for joining me. All you need to do, call 626-789-0159.